Sentiment on the timeline is down. Prices are also down alongside that as well. So today I'm going to talk about what I'm currently doing in this state of the market and maybe what you guys could potentially take away from it as well if it's useful. So I'm going to touch on two high-level things, and I'll try to keep it very brief, hopefully. First thing is, of course, I'm looking at rethinking how to build community. Now, when I say that, I mean community building as a whole, I think a lot of people have mistaken as pre-token, pre-launch project hype. Essentially, misconstruing the growth, the early growth of a project, and it's hyped by the community because they know that they'll at some point be rewarded for participating in this project for community building. When in reality, all of that is people having very high expectations, and then if they're not met, a worst case scenario, you end up becoming the bane of everyone's existence. I've seen this time and time again. I've been at Offchain Labs for about 3.5, 4 years. I've been in crypto for about now 8 years, roughly. So I've seen the entire gamut of it. There aren't a lot of ecosystems that do community very well, and it's because it's extremely hard to get people aligned with your vision when you're not paying them. That's just point blank. That's just how it is. And with a growing community, for example, Ethereum is probably one of the best examples. Ethereum has by far one of the strongest communities, but it is fragmented, right? And I think, as someone who works at Offchain Labs and more of a steward for the Arbitrum community, I don't want that same issue to happen long term as Arbitrum continues to grow, continues to have more chains, and continues to have more products building on top of those chains. So trying to figure out how to tackle community building differently going forward is something that I'm trying to look at now. Because we are in a very unique position. Like I said, there are very, very little ecosystems like Ethereum that have so much talent, but not much. We'll use the word centralizing here in this case, but I do think there's a different word for there. There's a different word for that. But not much centralizing force for marketing or community. And like I said, I think Arbitrum is growing very, very quickly as well. And I want to make sure that there is that kind of organized force of community building versus just kind of almost like letting a plant grow crazy with its with its branches going all in different directions instead of kind of growing, I guess, in sync with each other. Is that a good is that a good comparison? I don't know, but you get my drift there. So I'm trying to tackle community building differently this year going forward as well. And the second thing I wanted to talk about, more applicable to everyone else probably, is taking advantage of the current market downturn. There's been plenty of times, like I just said, I've been in crypto for 8 years, where I've been in situations where, hey, you know what, prices are up, everything is great, they'll probably keep on going up. Let me just keep on buying. Let me just keep on relaxing, and I'll sell at some point 3-4x from here, right? And then vice versa, when market comes down, there's always that hesitance to buy more because you don't know if it's the bottom, you don't know if you even have enough money at the time to buy anymore. Not saying that I'm in that situation right now. But what I will say is that I have thought it's come across my mind a time or two to maybe stop putting money into crypto or stop putting money into even stocks, for example, because those are also down recently because of how crazy the market has tanked. Now I'll be honest with you, I'm not stopping. I thought about it and I'm like, this is my third bull market technically. Crypto related bull market, I should say. And if there's anything that I've learned from being in this industry for so long, it's that when things seem the most fearful is kind of when you want to get a little ballsy, Not financial advice. I'm not telling anyone here to invest into crypto or stocks or anything like that right now, at least on this video. But that's currently what I'm doing. Not necessarily doubling down or tripling down, but I am making sure I'm continuing to do so. Especially when there is times like this, right? So I've been introducing my friends into crypto, my family members into crypto, the ones that aren't already inside crypto. I'm introducing them. A lot of people know that crypto at this point feels very inevitable, especially with the institutions coming in. So it's not really it's not as taboo as it used to be, especially back in the day. But it's the great opportunity, in my mind. Not even financially speaking, but just getting involved in the industry. Even my brother now, I'm also getting him involved in crypto a little bit as well. Since he's a great writer and he wants to get into into writing crypto content. So it's in my mind, the two takeaways for this video, just so I don't go on a tangent here, is if you're working somewhere and you've been doing something the same for a long time, I implore you, why not, take a step back from what you're doing and think about it. Are you just following the rules of like maybe something that you've seen happen before, you've seen someone do before, blindly, and not even really assessing if there's a better way to do it? In this case, for me, it's community building. And then number two, are you taking advantage of the current market downtrend, whether it be financially or whether it just be from a career perspective? I think right now is as best of a time as ever to jump into crypto. Opportunity is always here in this space and in this industry. And like I said, not financial advice, but this thing is going to be around here for a long time. So, might as well take advantage while you can. That being said, guys, hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I'll catch you in the next one. Catch you on the timeline, really. Let's hope sentiment is a little back up. It's a little bit back up next week. Peace out, guys.